Hello, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and this is episode 17 of my series in which I will try to collect 1,000,000,000 iron ingots. In today's episode, I'm going to do some last-second planning for my move, and quite possibly I will start my move. Now, the first thing I'm going to do in this episode is I am going to start making some processors in this system right here. I almost went to the wrong building again, because I originally was the end building on this side of the lane, but now it's not. So to make processors, we need gold, diamonds, pure Certus quartz, and silicon. But as we see, or as we don't see, I guess, I don't actually have a way to produce silicon yet. Until now, that is. While just tinkering around, I discovered a little thing called the Material Stonework Factory. And what it does is it produces cobblestone, but it can do other things. First of all, let's stop this. It can furnace the cobblestone into stone. It can craft it into using a 2x2 crafting grid. I'm not sure if it can do anything right there. It can grind it down, so like if we were to grind cobblestone down, it becomes gravel, and we can 3x3 craft it. And if we do that, I think we get yes, compressed cobblestone. So as you see, once it hits 9, it'll compress it, and then it'll start again. Now where this helps us is we can actually use this to make silicon, and that's because silicon can come from... Okay, we can't even see it here. Okay, what we have to do to get silicon, apparently we can't even see the process up here, but what we do is we have to take cobblestone, we grind it into gravel, and then we grind that gravel into sand, and then we grind that sand into silicon. And for the industrial foregoing machines, you can use upgrades, and these are the upgrade slots over here. For speed upgrades, you have to use the Tesla Core Lib upgrades, and I have made 2 of those off camera, and these just speed up the process. Instead of making 1 at a time, it makes 4 now. So this will get me a lot of silicon really, really fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to automate this system, and I'm going to put it under the ground over by my machine. I need a storage bus, or not by my machine, by my I can't even think. By my AE system that makes the processors. So I'm doing that. That way we'll always have access to silicon. Next I need a black hole unit because I'm gonna be producing a lot of this stuff. And actually I think this is the last of my blaze powder. And we got a black hole unit. Let's get some leadstone conduit because we might need that, and we might need some flux conduit as well. Okay, let's go. Now, I'm just gonna put this somewhere willy-nilly down here. As long as it has access to power and the network, here is a good spot. Look at that. Perfect. What we can do is put the import bus right here. I don't know where to put the storage bus. I can put that right there. Let's grab a little bit of silicon. We're going to set you so you only do that. You are -10 priority, and we are going to go ahead and throw you there. We're going to throw the silicon in, and we are going to lock you. You will only accept silicon. Okay, now we can set this bad boy up, and hopefully, let's stop this first. Set up our triple grind, and let that go. Oh shoot. Okay, I know what's going on. What I need to do here is I need to set it so it only import silicon. That way it's not importing the cobblestone before it is actually processed. So that should fix our little snafu there. Good. Looks like it has. Now we can just cover this up. What? Okay, I know what happened. Actually, I guess I can't even try that. I actually need to not have that at -1, because then my silicon won't actually go in here. I need to have this in the positives. Let's go +10. Shoot. I'm making things hard on myself. Okay. Theoretically, once I play this down, it will start getting silicon. Nope. Oh, stop screwing up, because this bus wasn't connected. Okay, theoretically, we should be getting silicon, and we can lock this up, throw all the silicon in there. I'm not actually going to throw in these speed upgrades, because I'm going to have enough silicon. It's going to be producing silicon all the time, so I don't need it to be fast. I just need it to work, and it is at this point. So this system will always have silicon. Theoretically, it will not occupy these storage cells, so it will not flood the storage cells and essentially crowd out everything else. Let me just grab this waste here. And yeah, nice little system there. So between episodes, off camera, I made some Flux crystals and some Certus crystals. And so what did I do with the rest of them? I thought I had more than... Oh, I don't know what I did with the rest of them, because I thought I had more than that. Hopefully they weren't eaten. I'm kind of bummed now. What happened? I had more than that. That's really unfortunate. Well, I thought I had several stacks of each, but apparently not. Okay. What I can do is I can make more, I guess. Make sure I didn't throw a bunch of flukes in here, which I did not. Okay. Yeah. That's absolutely not cool. Maybe I accidentally, like, ate them or something. Well, what I can do is I guess I've gone off the rails here, but I can make a crystal growth accelerator. And I can make it like this. And what this does is, if I put it, I need to connect to the ME system. Shoot. I need more Flux cable. Okay, maybe I did grab them, because this is a lot more than I had. Yeah, I must have. I'm just... Nope. No, I didn't. I don't know what happened. Whatever. I need to get over it. Shoot, Flux. Flux. There we go. Need to make these guys. Let's just make a bunch. I will be using them, so, I mean, no harm, no foul. And, first let's put down this guy. Okay, it needs to not be oriented like that. It needs to be oriented vertically. Like that. Okay. Now I need to connect it to my network, and I can do that. I'm going to grab a shovel, and I'm going to dig a little bit, and we're going to connect it. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to ugly. We're going to just do it. We're going to Nike it. We're just going to connect from the top side, because I didn't even need to do that. That's such a bummer. If only I remembered, like, where my cables were. And when it starts working, it starts glowing like that. Okay, for right now, I don't want it working because it uses a decent amount of power. So I'm just gonna disconnect it for right now. I will leave one of those in my inventory. Oh, shoot. Okay, all my storage stuff is filled up. So, yeah. What I can do is I can find things to throw away. So, let's... What do I have the least amount of? You are trash. Yep, pollen, you're trash. You're trash. You're trash. Okay, that should be good enough for right now, hopefully. Let's just keep one. The next thing I want to do here is I want to make a bunch of processors, and I've started that, but there's a way to speed it up, and I'm going to make a bunch of acceleration cards. These acceleration cards will speed up my I forget what they're called, inscribers, and so I'm just gonna make a bunch of them. I'm not sure how many each inscriber can hold, but let's just make 24 for right now. I think it's 3, but this should speed them up. Okay, see how slow this bar is? Pop in 3 of these guys and much faster. And we have one down here somewhere. There we go, this guy. Nope, that doesn't go there. And then just throw that away. Okay, what else do we want to do? We've made the acceleration cards. We've made the factory and the black hole unit. Let's start our move, I guess. So the first thing I want to grab is my backpack, actually. This guy right here, we made it a few episodes ago. Next I'm going to grab a bunch of stone. And glass, which we have a lot of because we made the Cobbleworks a while back. So, wow, my inventory is filling up again. To make my building, I'm going to use quite a bit of glass and stone, or my first building in my new location. So, I'm grabbing a bunch of that. Next, I actually need another ME system. So, or a AE system, I should say. So let's grab a drive. Let's start off with some 16K buses. Or not buses, storage components. So I need 9 of these per. Let's make something like 4. So 4 times 9, I need 36 of these bad boys. I'm not sure if I have enough of everything right now, but we can figure that out in a little bit. Okay. Now we need to make as many of these as we can. We're missing the quartz glass. That's kind of a bummer. Let's throw some Stardust in there. Let's throw the charged Stardust in there. Let's make what we can right here. Throw it back in. Okay, let's try this again. That's not what I wanted. I wanted these guys first. I actually need one more processor, and I think it was the... Okay, first of all, let's start view of this, because I think I need these. Come on. Okay, let's drop most of this crap back in. hopefully, I don't actually think I do have enough processors. If I don't, I can always just go off camera and wait a little bit. Was it one of these guys? It was. Now, let's see if we have enough to make these. 4. Okay. Last step. Yep. Cool. Now I need a terminal. So, and I don't have one of these guys. But now I do. Got a terminal. It is definitely going to be a crafting terminal. Now I need another bus. Or not bus, processor. Do I have one more? I do not. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wait off camera for all this to get done. That way I can grab all those processors. And I will be back in a jiffy. And I'm back. I should have enough processors to make what I need. In addition to that terminal I was going to make, I also need a controller. For right now I'm just going to use one block, but in the future I will make a larger controller and it just becomes a multi-block. But for right now, one will do. My system is out of room for stuff. Let me fix that real fast, and I will be back again in a minute. And I'm back again. I've done a little bit of decluttering, not very much, but for right now it's good enough. We have a crafting terminal right here, and I'm actually going to take this one step further. I'm going to make a pattern terminal, and we will be using this hopefully sooner rather than later. But it's a crafting terminal with extra usage or extra functionality, and we will see that, like I said, in the future, hopefully sooner rather than later. Now I need some sort of power supply, and for this I'm going to be using extreme reactors, and I'm just gonna build a little itsy bitsy reactor to begin with, but hopefully I will be able to build very large ones soon. Okay, I didn't mean to grab that much graphite, but oh my goodness, look at that. Hopefully it'll be able to hold all this. Good. Oh shoot. Now I forget what this is what it looks like when someone has played Minecraft for a long time and doesn't know some of the new controls. Nope. I don't know how to switch hands. Whoa, I don't know what I would. Nope. What is that? I'm trying to get this graphite out of my hand, man. Oh. Okay, that's one way to do it. I know there's a key somewhere to do it, but I don't know which one. Okay. Back to this. Graphite. Let's make a bunch of these, because I'm going to need a bunch of them. Not right now, but I will. Okay. Extreme reactors. No. Oh, duh. I need these. That's good enough for now. My first one will be what is known as a passive design rather than an active design. In the future, I will be using a lot of turbines, but for right now, I'm just going to have the reactor. It's less efficient that way, but to actually get a turbine up and running, it takes quite a bit more resources. So, for that reason, we're just going to go simple right now. And I actually need 2 of these. Actually, oh, whoa. Nice. Actually, I'm going to use a transfer node. And I've kind of tinkered with it off screen, but I'm going to use one of these guys. Actually, 2 of these guys. To take the fuel in and out of the reactor. I still need fuel rod. Yes. I wasn't sure if it's called fuel rod or not. I don't need that many, but whatever. And then, shoot, what else do I need? I need the cap. Yeah, this guy. Okay, and then I need conduit of some sort. I can just grab a bunch of leadstone. Okay, I actually already have an area picked out. At least, I think where I'm gonna settle. So I'm gonna take a nap, and then we're gonna head off in that direction. In the first episode, I said I liked the desert, and that's where we're moving to. I also like flatness, so I found an area of desert that is relatively flat. We're going to settle there, and then we are going to have to terraform to make it flatter. But that's okay. It's not a big deal. It's actually, thankfully, not too far away from my old base because I'm still going to be doing plenty of stuff over there for at least right now. I think off camera what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade the storage of my old system. Just put in bigger storage cells because right now I have storage cells of 4 and 1K, which is not big enough, obviously, as it's full right now. So yeah, this looks like a really good spot. What I'm going to do is, I guess the first thing, I'm going to lay down the foundation of my building, and then I can go ahead and start, I can finish, if you will, the foundation of the building off camera. But I have a specific way or a specific size of building that I like to use. And so let's build that. And after I build my first actively cooled reactor, it will become a little more obvious why I like the size of building. But also when I set up my applied energistic system in this building, it'll show another reason why I like this size of building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need one more. Okay. We're good. And I have a specific format, format of how I like to have the building look. I'm going to be using quite a bit of glass, which is what I'm leaving the holes for is just glass. Okay, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I'm going to do off camera is I'm just going to build this up a little bit. It's not going to have a roof on it yet, but we'll get there, I promise. So I will be back here in a little bit after I've made this a little bit taller. And we're back, and the building is complete for now. This building should get a lot taller, and I'm going to have at least 2 basements in it. But for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plop down my ME system, or my applied energistic system. And this isn't even going to be in its final form, but part of this is, oh my goodness, part of this is in its final location. Actually, you know what? I'm probably gonna move everything over, but for right now, it's okay. I need to plop these in. Now what I need to do is I need to set up my reactor, and I'm going to do that just on the other side of the wall. And this reactor won't be around for very long, to be honest. I'm going to get rid of it for a better system. But for right now, we can go ahead and set it up. Hopefully I remembered everything except fuel. Hot. Well, whatever. Let's put the controller. I can still get it to form up, and that's still useful, but I won't be able to actually use it right now. One of these is going to be an output. I can have my 2 chests here and here. Let's get these guys here. This is like a very, very, very simple, easy design. Not efficient at all, but whatever. Okay, now I'm going to put the cap. The control rod just goes directly above one of your fuel rods. I don't know what just happened. And hopefully this forms up. Yes, it does. Okay. So theoretically, I'd turn it on and it'd start generating power. Unfortunately, I don't have any fuel with me, so can't really do that. But I can set up the rest of it here. And this transfer node will take fuel from this chest and put it into the reactor. And this transfer node over here will take waste out of the reactor and put it in this chest. Now I guess I can go ahead and set up the power supply here. Yeah, let's do this. And then I can just run it along underneath this wall to right there. Okay, let's do this in this order. Good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run back to my base. I'm going to get some fuel and I'm going to come back. And I'm not going to show you guys that. I shall be back in a minute and hopefully the system will run. And I'm back at my base. I have some yellorium with me. The first thing though, I built a ladder so that I can go up here and get to my control rod. What this does is this is a throttle control. And we're not going to need very much power, so I'm going to throttle this all the way down. The higher the percent, the less power it will make. Okay, so that should make a little bit of power, but not very much. Oh, no. Not cool. One thing I do need to do before I forget is chunk load this and claim it. So let's do that. Boom. Done. Now, theoretically, if I drop yellorium in here, it should start making its way to the reactor, and it is, as we see by this bar. Now let's turn this on, and it's making power like it should. Let's see if it's enough power to turn this bad boy on. It is. Okay, cool. In between episodes, I am going to dig this down, and I'm going to make 2 basements on this building. And I'm going to put floors in them. It's going to look cool. The sand won't be here because there will be a proper floor when you guys get back. But for right now, I think this is a good wrapping up point. In today's episode, I managed to speed up the making of processors through both my automation of silicon production and through the acceleration cards I threw in my inscribers. As of right now, I have just over 3,000 iron ingots, and with this pace, it will take me another like 50 years to get to a billion iron ingots. So, I mean, that's nice and dandy. This is Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.